Hello, welcome to what I guess is a gaming potential podcast. I'm here with C-Tone
Hey,
and our friend Choppy,
Hello.
and guess we're just gonna do a little post discussion of the Nintendo Direct, September 2018, and give our thoughts and opinions and whatnot. And I guess we have somewhat of a range of opinions here. With C-Tone really liked it. I didn't have a huge opinion on most of the things, and Choppy thought it kind of sucked. I guess, is that right?
Sort of. I'm kind of indifferent on most good things, and I guess that's why it would suck. Like, I
well,
mean, it didn't
well,
appeal to me, I guess.
I wouldn't say I really, really liked it. I just thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought there was some good stuff in there. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna be kind of spitballing here. The first thing they showed was Luigi's Mansion 3, which for that's the Switch one, right?
Yeah, that's the Switch one. And
Oh, it's on the Switch?
yeah, for the first time I saw this and the second time I saw this, the footage was really grainy. So I thought they were just, half-assing up the graphics engine from the 3DS game. But
Mm.
after rewatching it, it actually does look really good.
Yeah, well, there was there's a Luigi's Mansion remake, the original Luigi's Mansion 1 getting remade, the GameCube version getting remade on the 3DS. So that one actually did look a bit grainy, as 3DS versions, or rather 3DS footage usually does.
No, I
It'll
mean,
probably
actually,
look,
no, I mean,
it'll
it
probably
was
look fine on the actual 3DS screen, right?
Yeah.
I actually thought Luigi's Mansion 3 looked really grainy and very basic
Mm.
looking, but turns out you can't really get a good idea of the graphics by watching stuff on your phone.
Well, I mean, it is looking pretty good graphically. I don't particularly care that much about Luigi's Mansion. I played the first one. Wasn't super into it.
I never played the second one. I mostly because I don't know, I don't know how I play it without it being without a second control stick.
Does the like second control stick that you can use for Monster Hunter work with the second
No,
game?
no, I don't think so. But
No. Okay. I don't really know anything about Luigi's Mansion, so I can't comment too much on this. I played the first one like a little bit. It was all right, I guess. I mean, if you really like Luigi's Mansion, I guess you're gonna be excited for this. That's like basically everything I can think of right now.
So you think you're pretty like meh overall on this sequel?
I have no idea if it lives up to the previous games because I didn't play them right.
Right.
But I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah, I mean it looks good. Yeah, if you like Luigi's Mansion. Personally, don't care that much about it.
Oh, and here's
Right.
something cool that I and many others noticed. Remember last time during the Smash Direct where at the beginning when they were revealing Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont, Luigi was running around in there and he was with his vacuum and shooting plungers at monsters and running away. I turns out they were actually that was all just elaborate tease for this.
Oh yeah.
That's actually really cool.
That is clever.
Is he still dead in this game?
Is he still dead?
I I hope
I hope so.
so. Well, I don't mean I hope so. Well, I mean, imagine a Luigi's Mansion where you're a ghost and you have to vacuum up living
You have to
things.
vacuum up yourself.
The final twist in the end, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think, C-Tone? You looking forward to this?
Oh, I'm actually yes. I need to get around to playing the 3DS one. I love the first one, and
Mm.
I don't see why I wouldn't like this one.
Yeah, I mean they didn't show a ton off, but yeah, it looks like for Luigi's Mansion fans, it looks like it might be a good one.
Game have like a storyline, or is it mostly about just like Mario games? I guess.
No, not really. It's like
Right.
it's more about hunting ghosts.
Right.
But the first one had a lot of variety, and the second one had like multiple mansions. So I think for me, variety is one of the most important things in a video game. So
Mm.
and then one and that satisfies this. And also by the looks of it, the first one only took in one big mansion. The second one took place in several smaller mansions, and
Hmm.
for this one, that mansion looks really big, but
Yeah.
I'm not really sure whether it's it's just one. It's just that one big one, or that. I think there may be a couple more.
From the title screen, it looks like a really tall mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I haven't played the other games, like I said, but I think I would prefer having like one big mansion that you can explore with like I don't know, this is a really weird comparison, and I know it's a bit of a trope to compare everything to Dark Souls, but if you compare like Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, with how Dark Souls 2 had like several different areas and Dark Souls 1 was really one big area, I felt like Dark Souls 1's world was just like a lot more living, I guess. It felt a lot more fun to explore.
yeah, spending more time on in a mansion in one big area kind of does add a little bit more immersion. But to be
Yeah.
honest, I don't mind a few smaller areas too.
Yeah, I think I would also prefer just one mansion, well,
Mm.
like one area.
Mm.
Well, let's see. They showed off Kirby's extra epic yarn. Did any of us care about that?
I mean, it just looks like it's just a port of a Wii game.
Is it a port?
Yes, this is a port of a Nintendo Wii game.
The Switch ports continue. Yeah, I don't know. I never played Kirby's Epic Yarn. I never had an interest.
Well, technically, this is a 3DS port, but I thought about getting this, but the fact that in this game, it is impossible. It is literally impossible for you to die. I don't really see a point in playing a game that doesn't, that you can't die or fail.
What is the point of life if you cannot die?
Yeah. Okay, so here's that's actually a pretty good thing because I've never understood why people like Kirby games because they are like not just Epic Yarn. I haven't played Epic Yarn, but especially like the 3DS game, which is the main one I've played. It's like it's extremely easy, right?
Yeah.
You just like fly through everything and everything just dies. Like you feel too powerful.
Well,
I don't. Yeah.
actually, to tell you the truth, it's a lot of Kirby games are meant to be be very easy to play through,
Mm.
but be very challenging to 100%
I thought
everything.
the original idea for Kirby was to introduce like new gamers to video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's people call that Kirbyism. Actually, that's Masahiro Sakurai is the creator of Kirby.
Yeah.
So he so a lot of that traveled and came into Smash Brothers with how easy it is to pull off moves and things like that, kind
Yeah.
of as an entry to it.
Fighting games.
But
Yeah.
also he tried it. He usually, like with the exception of things like Brawl and maybe Smash 4, he usually tries to add a little bit of death to it.
Yeah.
But
Uh, I mean, Kirby feels like it has depth. It just feels like the depth is placed in like the wrong game because the game doesn't need depth because you can just get through it without actually doing much. I
I
don't
think
know.
I think Yoshi's the same way, although I think Yoshi games are a little bit more challenging.
Maybe. I like it when it's a bit faster personally, but I guess some people like Kirby, so
Yeah, a lot of people like Kirby mostly because it's just slow. It's more of a slower game, just something to relax to.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess personally I don't really care about Kirby that much, but
Plus, it's really fun experimenting and seeing what all those copy abilities do.
yeah, the copy abilities are
Right.
cool. I'll give it that. I do like the
Yeah.
amount of
Like I said, I think they're cool, but I wish that you'd actually need them, you know?
yeah. I guess they did kind of do that with the Switch one. I can't remember the name. Star Allies, or like you have to have certain copy abilities to
Right.
get past certain points.
Well, actually, I think it's them you actually having to have a bunch of quote unquote friends. Kirby does.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was like bonuses that you could get if you had a certain ability.
Yeah, maybe I didn't buy it because I think $60 is too much for a Kirby game.
I didn't even know there was a Kirby on the Switch, if I'm gonna be honest. But we can go on.
Let's see what they had. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. What is Bowser Jr.'s Journey? I don't know what that is.
I think it's
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
extra side campaign they added. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is one of the most popular Mario RPGs there is, and I've played it. It's really good.
You know, I might give this a shot. I've never played a Mario and Luigi game, and it always looked interesting to me. It always looked like something I'd want to play, but I just like never got around to playing one.
I played
They're-
Partners in Time. It was pretty good. I heard this game is great. So
Oh yeah, they're great.
they're great. Okay. Yeah, I might get this one maybe.
Yeah, they're great. They're great games, and I'm with the same with you, Choppy. Like the only one I've played close to completion is Partners in Time, and I have a lot of nostalgia playing that. I remember playing it like on a cruise ship when I was little. Before I got so many cousins and it became too expensive, my extended family used to go on cruise ships.
Right.
That is the ultimate way to live to live the dream on a cruise ship with a video game.
Oh yeah,
That's what you do on a cruise ship.
I
Mario
loved
Bowser.
mine. I loved my Nintendo DS.
And DS was a good console.
Oh yeah, it was. And 3DS is pretty good too. Anyways, there's really not much to say other than that. I really wish they. Speaking of Partners in Time, I really wish they remade that one first.
Just for the sake of chronology.
Yeah, it's for some reason Partners in Time is like the black sheep of the of the Mario and Luigi franchise for some reason. I think people complain that it's too short and there's tutorials are too long. First off, I don't mind a game. I don't mind a game that's not too long, especially an RPG. And second off, my lot of second complaint about the tutorials. Why almost every Nintendo game has long tutorials. So
Well, they didn't used to.
Yeah, they didn't used to, but yeah,
Yeah,
I guess nowadays it is
more
kind of a trend.
Yeah.
with Breath of the
it's
Wild
trending
being a
and
huge
stuff.
exception.
Oh right, yeah, that doesn't have any tutorials, right?
Well, I mean, technically it does, but it's only to a certain point, and then after that, you have to figure things out yourself.
Right.
But yeah, I really would like. I think Nintendo's being very silly. Like Mario Odyssey, every single time you travel between kingdoms, it constantly reminds you about certain moves you can do. But just why? Like, kids in the '90s didn't need this stuff. Why would?
What you mean during the loading screen?
Yeah,
Or
like in between. Like it usually plays an animation, plays a cutscene after you travel to a new kingdom in Mario Odyssey 4, and it always tells you about an ability you most likely already know what to do. It's just
Right. I mean, as long as the game needed to load anyway, I don't see much of a problem there. But yeah,
like it's not even loading. It's not even loading because once you return to those kingdoms, it doesn't play that cutscene. And I don't know. Are like kids today more stupid than kids in the past? I feel like an old man.
I don't think they're more stupid as much as they're just being treated more stupid with all the tutorials.
Yeah,
sound like one of those 30-year-old gamers saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll pick this up. I mean, I think I would pick up the Bowser's Inside Story if it was on Switch. But honestly, I'm just kind of done with 3DS in general. I don't really want to play on a handheld.
I'm probably not picking this up, but I might. I don't know. If I really feel like playing Mario and Luigi when this comes out, I'll get it.
I'm mostly the same, Sage. Although I'll probably will be buying more stuff for my 3DS, mostly because there's a huge backlog, and there's also, since Nintendo is pretty much killing the virtual console with something really worse that we'll get into later. Well, I'll probably be buying some classic games on my 3DS soon.
Well, that sounds like a solid maybe. Mega
uh,
Man 11.
I
I
guess
mean,
I
we can talk
guess we
about
can.
that, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
I'm not a big. What about? Are you guys into Mega Man?
I like Mega Man X. Mega Man feels a bit too clunky for me generally, but Mega Man X is great.
I like Mega Man quite a bit actually.
What do you guys? I mean, what's your like consensus on Mega Man 11 so far?
I haven't played the demo yet, but it looks really good, and I generally do enjoy any old school platformer. It's my favorite. Platformers are my favorite genre, so and I'm hearing good things about this one.
I've been hearing good things about it. I like the way it looks, like graphically.
I plan on picking up both the Legacy Collection and the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 and Mega Man X Legacy 1 and 2. Although I'm probably going to wait on the Mega Man X Legacy because the Switch version I hear has some stuttering issues or something like that.
I mean, yeah, I'd be a lot more excited if this was the new Mega Man X game, but it looks fine. It looks just like the old Mega Man games,
Yeah.
except it's not pixelated.
It looks, yeah, I think the game looks good. Again, been hearing good things about it.
Yeah.
If
Have
if the
people actually
if
got
it,
to play this game?
there's a demo out. I think
Right.
you can get it for like
Yeah, there's a demo.
PC,
Oh.
Xbox,
Oh,
PS4,
nice. Yeah, I might try
Switch.
that then. I should have tried that before this. I didn't know there was a demo.
Oh yeah, I mean you didn't even know you were on this podcast until
No,
about an
that's
hour
true.
ago. And, yeah, as long as it doesn't cost too much, I'll definitely pick this up eventually. Anyway,
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I've never been super into Mega Man, but maybe I'll give it a shot, because I like what I see so far. Okay, so they announced a Capcom beat 'em up bundle. So this is what a collection of beat 'em ups by Capcom.
yep, pretty much. And they're the arcade versions too, and it looks really good.
There's Final Fight, King of Dragons. I think they
Yeah,
had
Captain
Captain Commando.
Commando.
Yeah, the Captain Commando.
I honestly didn't even know Capcom had so many beat 'em ups, and I'm a big fan of the beat 'em up genre, and I think there's not enough of them, so I'd play this.
Yeah, and although indie game, there's some indie games that are beat 'em ups that I hear some are pretty decent. But
Mm.
I don't know. And again, this is something I may eventually get. I just don't know how much it'll cost.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is,
Yeah,
and
I assume the price will be the same as the Mega Man collection.
Actually, I think we can look that up real quick.
$19.99. That's not bad.
1999.
That's not bad at all. I was expecting it to be like 30.
I only really know Final Fight and Captain Commando because Final Fight are in Street
Although,
Fighter and Captain Commando is in Marvel vs. Capcom. So
is there a physical version?
I don't know. It looked
I don't
like it
think
was
so.
digital only.
Yeah, because most of the guys that are going to be into this will want it physical.
I will say I like that they added online play, something they don't do enough. Although I guess this is a multi-platform game, but
Again, I'm not paying for online, so
yeah, it is true. You have established this, but I mean, I do like it when they add online to older games. It's a nice touch.
oh yeah, I like it too.
The game looks fine. No complaints here. Or bundle, I guess.
They showed off new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, the deluxe version of the
That was bound to happen.
I guess new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. Another enhanced port, I suppose. I don't like the new series of Mario.
Probably
For me-
gonna sell super well.
I mean, for me, if you played one, you've played them all. But I think this is the best one, and the fact that it comes with the Luigi U, which originally only came with. When I first bought my Wii U, I bought the version that came with both Mario U and Luigi U.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this looks like it comes with Super Luigi U.
And also, usually I complain about ports being $60, but from what I've seen, this
You think it warrants it?
I think there's enough here to justify $60, and I really do like Mario U, really do, and I think Mario U again is the best out of the New Super Mario Brothers series. So I think I'll pick this up. You know, I think I may be alone on that, but
Maybe. Maybe down the line, if I really feel like playing it, I might.
I think you're not alone on it. I think it's gonna sell super well, but I'm not gonna buy it personally.
Yeah, the new series sells super well.
Yes, it does. I played the DS one and the Wii one when I was a lot younger, and I mean they're good, I guess. Just kind of lost interest. I mean, in general, the Mario games are always great, but uh, like the new series is a bit forgettable, I guess.
Yeah, I find it to be just a little bland for the most part. So they showed off Katamari Damacy Reroll. Is this a remake?
Yeah, it's just a remake of the first one. And I've never played it. I mean, my brother used to have it on his PS3. I mean, the original version on the PS3.
Wasn't the original on PS2 or was it also on PS3?
I
It
thought it was on
was
PSP.
it was on both. I think it was a different game on PSP, but
Oh,
and it was also on PS2. But
So are you looking forward to the remake then? Is this for Switch? This is for Switch, yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely give it another chance.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a pretty good update if you like Katamari. I only played the original. I don't think I beat it, but I do remember playing the original. I remember playing it on PS2.
I've never played any of them, but the music's catchy.
It is catchy.
It is weird Japanese stuff at
At
its
its
finest. Just
Yeah,
just watch the intro and you'll see.
I've seen the intro.
All right, so they showed off their online, and let's start off with C-Tone's opinion.
This whole thing is shit. I'm just going to put it
Okay.
right there. This whole thing is horrible. Back in the Wii for the Wii U, you had free online, it all worked, and it worked fine. Fine, you could voice chat through the system, and you could even instant message your friends as well.
Uh,
You can you could video chat with your friends on your Switch. I mean, not on your Wii U, but the Switch, uh, the Switch Online, it adds none of that. You have to go through a phone to voice chat, which
Oh
is
yeah, the
completely
phone thing. I
redundant
remember that.
because they're still pushing that, even though we are clear that we do not like that. And the NES games aren't worth much because one, it's we don't get to buy them. We don't even get the option to buy them, keep, and if you if you have to be, it has to be a week. It checks if you're online for a week every week. So if you're gone for 2 weeks, you won't be able to play your NES games. And also the the added online functionality, you could you could play online already do that like on an emulator, things like that, which is probably why they Nintendo has been going off after that as of late. And also the see what else is there? Oh yeah, the cloud saves. You can't. It's not every game, unlike other other systems like PS4 and Xbox One. You're not even allowed to back up your local save data like you did on the Wii U. They're they're pretty much forcing you into a paywall to use keep your save to to keep your save safe. And also, not only that, not every game supports it. So there's really no point to it at all. And
okay.
and also pay also starting to pay for online. What are we paying for? We're not even getting any dedicated servers. You're we're paying more for something that we got less for free. That's the how I sum it up. We're
Right.
paying we're paying money for something we get for something less than we got for free. That's
Hmm.
all I have to say about it. And
Okay,
this
so on the Wii U, could you voice chat while playing games? You couldn't, right?
Yes, you could.
You could?
Yes,
How do you do that?
because the each because the Wii U gamepad and the controllers, they all had. Well, I don't think the Pro controller had it. The game Wii U gamepad, it had a headphone jack you can plug into a headset. Not many games used
Yeah,
it because Nintendo's kind of stuck in 2005. But you
right.
you still but it was there and it worked easily. Hell, the Nintendo Wii, a system from 2006, had some form of through the system voice chat. So it's not a system limitation. And I
Mm,
know it's not a system limitation you because the because Fortnite, one of the biggest games right now, you can use it. You can
yeah.
go through the system.
I mean, yeah, it would be very weird if it was the system limitation.
Yeah.
One thing though, I actually have asked for like a Netflix type service for the Virtual Console before. So I'm pretty happy with what we're getting there. I wish they had more games, but like, seems fine to me. You pay $20 a year and you can play the entire NES library. It sounds great. I don't know. And like the 1 week thing, I don't know how it is in the US, but how often are you away for a week without internet?
I can kind of see both sides to this. I mean, I don't like having to be tied down to the internet to like keep your I don't know, games basically. But I also don't play that much Virtual Console.
Mm,
I mean, I would be for this, but if it was just an optional service that you could still purchase the games.
mm,
And for now, this is just NES games. It's not even Super Nintendo games
yeah.
that you get to play.
I mean, I'd hope they add more games later. And I also hope the emulator is good, unlike the Wii U's
Yeah, true.
emulator.
Really, I thought the Wii U's emulator was fine. I mean, besides it being a little dark.
It's got quite a bit of input delay, but it works fine for some games.
And at least it's there.
It's
I
there,
mean,
yeah.
this is kind of mainly a problem in general with Nintendo, though. It's, I mean, with the Switch in general, like the 3DS has more features on it than the Switch. Like I always say, as far as games are concerned, the Switch is doing fantastic, I think. But as far
Mm,
as features are concerned, I think Nintendo are just being flat out incompetent.
right. I don't think the service is particularly good either. Like, I think what I hate the most about it is the presentation of it all, like how they present cloud saves as being a whole new feature. Like, what?
And it,
Yeah, that's a
and
pretty
How is that not
standard
a thing on the
expected
other one?
feature.
Yeah,
and it yeah, like well, I mean, PlayStation charges for cloud saves too, but
yeah.
Microsoft does it free. And also, it is what really angers me about that was how they've left out some of that stuff, like how in the
Mm,
cloud saves, it made no mention that only certain games supported it. That
right.
that makes me mad. Makes makes it makes this whole thing look like a scam.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't generally like how consoles kind of make you pay for online. But if there are dedicated servers, I think there's at least some merit to that. It's like, okay, well, at least you're paying for like, dedicated servers that'll make the
yeah.
online run better. But yeah, Switch is just you're just paying for peer to peer, which you could just do for free on PC.
Yeah.
That's not
Uh,
that's not that's actually not true either. Steam has dedicated servers and they don't charge you a dime.
Do they? I didn't know that.
yeah, they
I, th- I
do.
th-
They have the Steamworks thing. Uh, it's how you invite people to Steam. Not every game uses it, but some games do.
Well, that even further drives the point home.
Uh,
yeah, just
I
you should not pay for online. It's
no.
period.
It's
And
a trend started by Microsoft, I guess. And
yeah,
then everyone else learned that you can do it without any big consequences. So just do it, you
yeah,
know?
then I'm not I I am not I refuse to pay I will not pay for Nintendo Online. I will not.
I know you refuse to pay for the online out of principle, but I'll probably end up getting like 3-month subscriptions at a time. Like when I decide I want to like play something online, that's usually what I do. That's always what I do with Xbox Live. I would just get like a 3-month thing when I want to play something, and then usually by the time the 3 months are up, I'm already like done playing whatever game.
I mean, I'm probably gonna play some Smash online, so I guess I'll have to buy it.
Yeah, I know I want to play Smash Bros.
Not much to do.
My problem is, again, you're paying for a lesser service than you got
Yeah.
for free. So I don't. So to me, it isn't even worth the $20 online.
Yeah, I mean it sucks, but I mean, I don't know. There's no other way around it. I guess.
Yeah. Can't
For me,
play
I
Smash
think
on PC, unfortunately.
for Smash, I think local. It's best local anyway, so I can live with that.
Right. Well, that's the online service, I guess. Not very positive on that one.
No, I think that's an overall negative stance on it.
Then there's these super expensive NES controllers.
Oh, and get this, you have to be a subscriber to the Nintendo Switch Online just to have the option to purchase them. They're not even going to give you them for subscribing to it, or you can't even buy it just for other games.
Wait, by
They
what?
You have to be subscribed to the Nintendo's online service in order to even purchase the NES controllers.
What, really? Can you just go to
That's from
GameStop and buy them?
that's what I've heard.
How would they check that even? Sounds really weird.
It'll probably check. System will probably check it. I don't. That's just what I've
Oh,
heard. I don't know.
weird.
Do either of you have an opinion on Pokemon Go or Let's Go?
Pokemon, Let's Go. I mean, I think it's unnecessary. It's made as like a game to get people into Pokemon, right? But Pokemon is already more accessible than it's ever been, really, so I don't see why it's needed. But
My issue with it is the forced motion controls. I don't. I mean, otherwise I'd happily get it, but just the forced to use waggle is a deal breaker for me nowadays. I already got enough of that during the Wii.
Yeah, I have such mixed feelings about Pokemon Let's Go. Like it looks, I like the way it looks. It's got a nice, simple, clean art style. I mean, it's just Pokemon basically. But yeah, I mean the forced waggle, I don't know how I feel about there's no battles, right? Like no wild battles, you just throw a Pokeball.
Yeah, there's no wild battles, although you battle with trainers, and to me that just feels really clunky.
Like I don't know, cuz I personally don't well, I don't know. I don't like too many wild battles, but it also seems weird to just outright get rid of them.
yeah, I was about to say the same. That actually sounds fine to me. I don't really enjoy catching wild Pokemon in battles anyway.
Yeah, I just don't like it when I'm trying to get somewhere and it's like
Yeah.
diddle 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 7 times on the way there.
For me, it's I'm just waiting for the core Pokemon game to release next year,
I think that's what most people are waiting for.
Yeah.
and I think, in considering there's going to be a bundle, there's going to be a console bundle. I'm sure this will sell like crazy.
It's
But
Pokemon, so
it's-
I would assume so.
Yeah,
I like
So-
that it has integration with Pokemon Go. I think that's cool.
it is pretty cool. I will admit.
Well, that's a solid maybe for me. I don't know if I'll get Pokemon Let's Go, but maybe.
I definitely won't get it, but I mean, yeah. So Diablo is coming to the Switch, which I think is Blizzard first Switch title, right?
I think it is.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Out here, yeah. So Diablo 3 launched as kind of a disaster, right? You had the whole auction. I don't know if any of you have played Diablo 3, have you?
Yeah, I played through Diablo 3 and the whatever the expansion pack is on PC.
I have
Yeah,
never
same
played
here.
it.
Well, yeah. When it launched, everyone hated it because of the auction house, which was basically like a pay-to-win thing. It made loot a lot rarer. What they wanted you to do was basically, whenever you got loot, it was usually for another class. and you rarely even got loot in the first place. But what they wanted you to do was put that on an auction house, and then sell it to other players who might need it, and then use the money you get for it, which was real money, by the way, and buy loot, basically, which kind of ruined the purpose of Diablo. But then they released a console version, right, for PS3 and Xbox 360, which removed the auction house. And everyone kind of liked that game after they removed the auction house. So they eventually removed it on PC as well with Reaper of Souls, which was
Okay.
the expansion pack.
Yeah, I got into it after the auction house because I didn't even know about the
Yeah.
auction house at all.
Yeah.
And
So,
That's
I enjoyed the
interesting.
game
Kinda-
for the most
It
part.
kind of sucked before the Reaper Souls expansion, but it's pretty good now.
That's
So it'll probably be fine on Switch as well.
That's interesting. I mean, I've never played a Diablo game. I don't even know how they play. I mean, is it like a RPG beat 'em up or something?
It's a lot about loot. So you basically have a bunch of different classes, and you're supposed like there's a big campaign and stuff, but the fun part of the game is like the grind, right? You walk around and kill monsters with like a top-down view, as you can see here, with a bunch of different abilities, and there's a lot of freedom with like your specialization trees and loot, and every armor piece, especially in the new expansion, or new, it came out in like 2013, but still, especially in the new expansion, every piece of gear has like special traits. You can really go deep in this game and like make some weird customized characters and build if you want to kill monsters in better ways, I guess. So
That
that's the
act-
appeal of this game.
that that sounds that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, I may give it a shot down the road.
Yeah, it's a cool
So,
game.
and I mean, I like oh, and there's something very satisfying to me for owning games that you can sink tons and tons of hours into.
You can definitely sink a lot of hours into this. I don't know
Yeah,
how they do it on the console version, but on PC they also have like different seasons and leaderboards, where like the people who get to the highest level and the highest whatever. I don't really know how the ranking works, but I have a lot of friends who have sunk a lot of time into getting high on the leaderboards and stuff. And then they reset the season, and you have to make new season characters and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably won't pick this up just because I've already played through the whole game, and
Yeah.
it was fun, but I don't really feel the need to play through it again.
Yeah.
But I will say that the Ganondorf costume, pretty nice touch.
Hmm.
And then for me, I'll pick this up probably down the road when it's cheaper, or maybe because there's already. Well, I mean, I think it's worth $60, but I just have so much stuff on my list of things I want to get that it's.
Yeah, there's just so many things already.
I mean, the Switch just isn't. It isn't lacking in games, contrary to what people say. Like, still a bunch of indies I want to get too.
Hmm.
They showed off a little bit of Super Mario Party.
Oh, I'm actually kind of excited for this. I've been waiting for them to go back to the original formula after the past few games.
That's what they went back to form with this one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I won't know that for sure until I play it.
Oh,
but
that's what it seems like from what we've seen, at least.
yeah, it looks good. I'm still going to wait for some reviews and see how much content is there because Nintendo is of course going to charge $60 for this.
Hmm.
I've always loved Mario Party's mini games, so yeah, I'd like.
I had actually never played a Mario Party game until me and my friends discovered Dolphin Net Play Mario Party, which is pretty great considering this game doesn't have online. So basically, I think we played Mario Party 5 on the GameCube. You can just get the Dolphin emulator and hook everyone up to Net Play, and you can play that online. It works just fine. We had a lot of fun with it.
That to me sounds like a better option because
Yeah.
my stance on Super Mario Party, well, they have online for like a mini game thing, but they don't
Yeah.
have online for
The board.
the board game. So my stance is no online, no buy. I'm not interested in, like, I don't have any local friends that are gonna want to play Mario Party with me, and the only way I would play with friends is online. So it's kind of a loss for me.
Dolphin
Yeah.
works for that.
that is kind of the thing that, I mean, I do eventually want to get this game. Actually, I'm just not going to get it like when it comes out because again, I have a bunch of stuff I already want to buy,
Mm.
and also, su- having no online board games is kind of a deal breaker. And I and again, I'm again as, as of right now, I'm still not. I mean, here's the thing: if this thing had online, I may I may be reconsidering not paying for the online.
Yeah.
But as of now, yeah.
Civ 6.
Yeah. Is anyone interested?
I played Civ 6 on PC, and I don't know. I don't really know why I would play it on the Switch.
Yeah. Me neither.
I've never played Civ 6, but I think it's pretty much the same opinion I have. City Skylines and Civilization, I pretty much have the same exact opinion I do about Diablo 3. That they both look really fun time sinks, but again, it's just something I'm just not. I just already have much stuff.
Don't have the time for the time thing. Then there's the World Ends with You remake. Didn't any of you guys play that?
I've never played it.
No.
Okay. Me neither. I'm probably gonna buy it though, but I don't know anything about it.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna? Is that a new? What is that?
I played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and to be honestly, it's kind of boring, so I quit.
Okay, that was kind of my suspicion with Xenoblade, that it was maybe kind of boring.
Yes, it's really boring.
I feel like we might piss off some Xenoblade fans, but
Yeah.
sorry, it's just our opinion. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That I'm like super excited to see the remastered edition because I loved
Mm.
Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. It didn't look super.
Isn't it just a watered down Final Fantasy?
It's kind of watered down, yeah. I mean, it's just a fun multiplayer experience. I mean, that's all it really is. I don't think I'm going to pick it up for Switch, though,
Yeah.
which is a shame that they showed it off in this Direct, but I'm not interested in the Switch edition. It just didn't look like it ran that well. It looked a little
Yeah.
not
It
good.
looked very bad, like in terms of how it ran.
Yeah, it was a little.
And there's no excuse. This is a GameCube title.
Yeah, I mean, it is remastered, but I think I'm going to pick up the PS4 version for that one.
Probably a good idea.
Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, I guess they ported a mobile game. All right.
Yeah.
Just get the PC version, please.
Yeah.
World of Final Fantasy and looks I hear it's pretty good. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, that doesn't interest me at all.
Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. I like 12 a lot. I don't think I'm going to pick it up for Switch, though.
I like 7 a lot, but I'm also not gonna pick it up for Switch. I'm just waiting for the remake. When's the remake?
I'll probably get every Final Fantasy game on there besides maybe 15 Pocket and Crystal Chronicles.
They'll get the whole set of Final Fantasy on Switch.
And Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Like I like getting stuff on Switch because of the portability.
Yeah, it's a really great system for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, if you want to play portable, then
yeah.
We went over something like Team Sonic Racing. I'm really excited. I am somewhat excited for that. It's like Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing.
Oh yeah, but they added the teams. That looks interesting. I think I'll give that a whirl.
I'm not very interested in Sonic, but if you are, I guess sure. Yeah, looks good.
Yoshi's Crafted World, I think, looks super unique. Overall, yeah, and for the Smash Brothers stuff, that Ultimate Bundle looks really good. Isabelle as a fighter, it's interesting. Kind of a semi-clone of Villager.
Yeah, she's pretty similar to Villager. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see Isabelle come into Smash Bros.
No, me neither.
And this might be like the one time where I'm not like, whoa, that they added this character. I don't know. I'll probably play as her. I mean, I'm sure I'll enjoy her.
I think they were just trying to segue it into
the Animal Crossing for Switch. That I'm excited for. I mean, I do like Animal Crossing.
I've never played an Animal Crossing game, and I aim to get the GameCube one and this new Switch one.
Yeah.
I played New Leaf,
try it out.
Pocket Camp, and I think both New Leaf and Pocket Camp were pretty addicting, but I'm not sure why they were addicting.
Yeah, that is the question.
But yeah, I'll pick the new game up. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Animal Crossing for Switch.
We don't really know anything about it. So,
Yeah, they didn't show off anything. They showed off Tom Nook talking to us, and that was it.
He's in the game, I guess. If that was a deal breaker for anyone. No Tom Nook, no buy.
Either way, I think 2019 is going to be a much better year. This year was relatively slow, with the big exception of Smash Brothers.
Bit of
Yeah.
it, but
And to tell you the truth, I can kind of understand, because last year was insane.
yeah.
So, what's your overall opinions on the direct?
It was good. I think it was
I'm-
pretty good. Not anything exceptional. Sometimes the only thing that I'd say was disappointing was, wish there was some character that I would have been more hyped for Smash Brothers being released. But Isabelle actually is pretty exciting. But I just wish. I mean, I can't really complain, because we've had a Smash Direct and most of E3 was about Smash. But I'm just like, it is my number one game I'm looking forward to. Period.
Yeah, same here.
Probably not same here, but I think this was one of those directs that I feel like I could have just read about the day after. I don't feel like I had to watch all this.
Yeah, I do feel like there was a lot of fluff in the direct. A lot of stuff I don't care about.
A lot of stuff that was shown off was stuff we already knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
We knew about, like, Civilization and Pocket Edition, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 15, and stuff like that. They were revealed last week because the direct was actually delayed. But it was delayed for a good reason, though. Let me put that out of the way. But yeah,
I mean, the
I
new
thought-
Animal Crossing game is probably the most exciting thing here for me, but it was just like a JPEG, right? So I'm not super hyped.
Yeah, for me, the most exciting new thing they showed off in the direct was Animal Crossing.
I personally find it quite amazing how such a pacifistic and slow video game can cause so much hype. But apparently there's something I'm missing with Animal Crossing, so gotta try it out.
Yeah, well, just goes to show that when 90% of video games are about killing people, maybe we could be a bit more creative with some games and they can still succeed.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why I often stick with Nintendo, because stuff on other systems just kind of usually wear me down.
I mean, even Nintendo games are mostly about killing things, right?
Well, I mean, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You're stomping
Stomping
on
on
living
living
things,
things.
blowing up
Yeah.
spacecraft with people in it.
Yeah. But not Animal Crossing. And yet, it's very popular, which is cool.
All right, I guess that about wraps it up. Yeah, 2019 should be a pretty good year. Guess we'll see you later.
So yeah,